What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Semi-Mong back with some more Dungeon Defenders 2, back with the solo Squire build. Just an update before this video begins. Unfortunately, our face cam has stopped working. We need to go out and buy a new one, so on the next video, which will be around level 25, if not 30, there will be a face cam. But I thought I'd bring you in a little filler video to show you what I'm doing and to just update you with the statistics. Oh, that word always gets me. Statistics. I can't say it. Like, I can say it separately, but when trying to like incorporate it into a sentence, it just doesn't work. Like, I'm just going to check my statistics. Like, I say it so like stuttered, it's unreal. But yeah, guys, I've reset my skill points fully. Okay, now what I've noticed, or actually no, let's just sideswipe statistics for a moment and go towards gear. Okay, so in general, as the hero, if you haven't already, by the way, go check out our last video. It gives you an overview of as to what we're aiming for, skill wise, statistic wise, all of the things you need to be a solo Squire. Okay, so go check it out. But so far, I've got a lot of physical resistance and damage, that general sort of tanky stuff. So you can see you've got a high damage sword with some extra defense health. Okay, got a nice bit of physical resistance and hero health on our shield. And then going through the armor, you've got magical, physical, magical. That's the only downside. I would much rather have, say, a physical resistance helmet as well, potentially, or physical resistance boots. Something else that's physical rather than magical. So I've got two lots, okay? So 2 lots of physical would be the ultimate dream, and then 2 lots of magical, because now that you're leveling up, you're getting towards level 20, you're starting to get those magical and even flying sort of attackers, creatures, beasts, things that want to kill you. Okay, so you're gonna aim for physical and magical. At the lower levels, it's more towards physical, obviously, because you want to get into the group, like the grunt of the battle, loads of orcs around you, and you need that physical resistance to help you not die, making sure you're taking less damage. Whereas at the moment, I've got a lot of magical. Even though that is good, as I said, we're starting to see some magical like mobs and enemies. Having a lot of it, having 3 pieces of armor's worth of it isn't ideal. So if you can, aim for 2 lots of physical, 2 lots of magical. But then sort of every other like secondary I can't do it. Every other secondary statistic. Every other secondary statistic is really like, it's fairly good. You've got hero damage and ability power on the gloves there. You've got ability power and hero critical damage. You've got defense power and defense critical damage. And you've got defense power and defense health. So a lot of defense. But what we're aiming at, guys, is to actually match our sort of inventory to our statistics. So we've got a lot of magical and physical resistance, we've got a lot of defense power, and we've got a fair bit of defense health. Okay, so if we go onto our hero deck, what I want to do is actually up that fully. Because you're on your own, you're either relying down to yourself to survive, or you're relying on your damage from your towers to actually wipe out the enemies. Now I've got 44 points, so I'm going to spec 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in defense health. Okay, defense health, you need your barricades to stay up, they need to be strong, they need to survive the onslaught of the enemies. Okay, so they are going to be like in front of your cannon towers pretty much. And obviously, to up your cannon towers effectiveness, we want to up its defense power, so they're just hitting for a ton of damage each time. This is where we move on to you as well. Now we've got a lot of physical resistance. Okay, you've got a lot of hero damage. I'm upping hero damage by 5 anyway, just so you're outputting more damage. And I'm going to up hero health by 5 anyway, just so you've got that more sort of overall survivability. So let's put it this way, we've coupled everything together. We've got our physical resistance and magical resistance coupling with our hero damage on the sword, and that's also buffed by our skill points, and then our hero health, and then we've got our defense health up for the barricades and defense power up for our cannon towers. Now I'm going to spec 4 in ability power. that is just because of extra damage. I do like to use the ability, the number 2 one, which does more damage when you attack. Just so if you've got ability power, you're going to be hitting more damage every time you hit with this sword, every time you swing with this ability, compared to normal attacks like I am now, 500, and it was 600 with my ability. The more ability power you have, the more that's going to help you out. And it is not really, like, you don't need to prioritize it, but it is useful, and I had an extra 4 points. I probably won't spec too much else into that, but now I'm actually just going to focus hero damage and hero health, okay? Oh, no, sorry guys, sorry. Hero damage, and then defense health and defense power. So I'm probably going to go with more in power, just because I'm thinking we could go more in defense health, but then your barricades aren't lasting as long. So that's my general sort of over statistics, my general guide on statistics at the moment, guys. If we have a look at how much damage we're doing, let's go up. By the way, quick tip, the further you place these back, the more targets they generally tend to hit. So if I put this guy here, right up close and personal to, like, the enemy, this may be where you have your barricade. He's only hitting 3 targets. There you go. Whereas, guys, if you place them up backwards, more further away, okay? I'm trying to line them up. He's sort of lined up there. I'm gonna say there. Yeah, it's gotta be there. Now watch, guys, okay? He will hit about 4 or 5, I'm pretty sure. There we go. He hits all 5. Although that one doesn't fall over. He hits all 5. And he's hitting them for 2,000 the first couple of dummies, and a good 1.5k after that, just dropping for the last guy. And that seems to be around every 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. DPS is 1,000. DPS seems to be half of it, so DPS, yeah, it seems to be half, so that's around about every 2 seconds. I believe it's just slightly quicker than 2 seconds, because this fires just a little bit quicker. If we have a look at the sort of compare the firing rates, you can see the cannon tower is firing just under 2 seconds, whereas the ballista seems to be firing just past 2 seconds. But both of them are doing insane damage, so the cannon tower is doing close to 1.5k per hit, okay? We're doing, let's use a different dummy. We're currently doing 900 per hit, and we've got 3.6k health. And if we use our ability, number 2, how much are we doing now? We're hitting over 1,000 per hit. So our DPS at the moment is currently 3.6k, guys. That's going to wrap it up. Actually, no, before I go, guys, I will in fact show you a tower formation I do tend to use for every map before I jump off. Now, this is what I literally go for at every lane. Like, not at the start of every lane, but practically, like, near every lane. I will have this set up right here. So if we go ahead and place down some barricades. There we go. And oh god, I'm jumping around everywhere. There we go. I would actually, saying that, I would ideally move these ones closer together. Yeah, just so you like that. There you go. Fantastic. So once again, you've got your towers there. You've got your cannon towers, 2 of them, like, bombarding targets that are coming towards you. Once again, that's 1.3k per damage. So that's around 2.6, 2.8k on the first guy. And then you've got your ballista turret, whereas this is kind of oddly lined up. But if they were all in a row down this line, that's why I put it in the center of the barricades and the cannon towers, they would hit multiple targets like it was earlier and just hit a load of them at once, doing tons and tons of damage. Guys, that has been my level 16/level 20 leveling guide for the solo Squire build. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope these statistic tips have helped you out. Look at that. I bombed it. I used the word statistic in a sentence. Oh, fantastic. But until next time, guys, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more games other than Dungeon Defenders 2, or you want to see more Dungeon Defenders 2, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button. We really appreciate it. All the support has been crazy recently. But guys, I guess that's it. I'm off to go grind away for the rest of the day and hit level 30. Until next time, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.